Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us. My name is Ginger Pierce, and I'm a travel agent with Marvelous Mouse Travels. We are an authorized Disney vacation planner, and we are also earmarked platinum. Welcome to the official results show for our Sweet 16 round of our annual Marvelous Madness tournament, which, if you've been following along with us, you know that this year is all about Disney rides, and we're trying to pick the very best ride in Walt Disney World. We are obviously a little bit after 9 p.m. tonight. We were supposed to go live right at 9, but it has been a busy, busy day for me in the office today. I think that people are ready to travel and ready to get to Disney World and Universal and many of the other destinations that I booked too. So I have been super busy all day. So thank you so much to all of you who are reaching out to me for help planning your trips. I really appreciate your supporting of my small business and also of my dreams that I have for myself and for my family too. Speaking of my family, I am joined tonight by my better half, Evan, my husband. And he is going to help me reveal the results of tonight's show. So, Ev, let's jump right into it.
And we already got somebody chiming in. The Parker Show. Hey, guys. It's good to have you guys with us. That's exciting. All right. So I'm going to share my screen, and we are going to check out the results of the Sweet 16 round. Now, I do think right away, before we even get into this, if you just look at this bracket, I really think you all did a fantastic job picking the 16 best rides in Disney World. If you look at this, as we go to each park, I think we could all agree that these are really the 4 best attractions in each park. So we will start where we always do, in Hollywood Studios. And boy, there's some good matchups here. So the first one, Rise of the Resistance against Toy Story Mania. And Rise of the Resistance won. It was actually a little, not super close, but a little. Honestly, I thought it might be a little bit closer than that. But Rise of the Resistance, I mean, it's gonna be hard to take down.
I'm supporting it with my ears again. These are from Shop the Magic Factory, by the way, if you're wondering where I got my cool lightsaber resistance ears. They also have the Imperial version on their website as well. They do super cute ears.
Yeah, I made you solo on the screen so people could see your
this
your
is the
lightsabers.
blue. This is the blue version. They also have them in green, and then again they have the Imperial version, which has the Empire logo and then a red lightsaber. But they have all kinds of cute ears over there. They have motorized ones, like lots of different cool. And you just essentially you buy the little headband, and then the earpieces detach, and you can switch them out for different themes. So I love their ears. They're super comfortable too.
Micah said those ears are so cute.
Hey, I'm excited to wear them to Star Cruiser next month, where I'm going to get to go on the Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser. So I'm super excited about that. More to come about that, though.
And the Parker Show said they weren't surprised that Rise of the Resistance won. I agree.
Yeah, me either.
All right, so Slinky Dog Dash against Smuggler's Run. Upset City, baby.
Yeah, look at there.
Slinky Dog won that, and it was actually not close at all. 78% to 22%. That wasn't even close. Like Slinky Dog just annihilated it.
So here's this speaks, and I think proves what I was saying the other day about Rise of the Resistance. You can love Rise of the Resistance even if you don't love Star Wars, because there's so many different elements to that ride. There's flight simulators. There's, that trackless system, which is similar to what they have in Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway and in Ratatouille as well. You have, the free fall element. Like you have lots of these different parts of this ride that are really fun, even if you don't really care that much about the Star Wars theming. But Millennium Falcon, if you don't love Star Wars, you're probably not going to like that ride very much, because it is just a flight simulator. Yeah, you get to pilot it, and that's cool. But I think Slinky Dog Dash has a wider appeal, because that, like Rise of the Resistance, is a ride that you can love just for the ride, even if you don't so much care about the theming.
Yeah, that's a really good point. The biggest draw of Smuggler's Run, in my opinion, is the fact that you're in the Millennium Falcon. like that waiting room where there's the game table and that kind of stuff. The little porg's nest periodically scattered about. I mean, that's the coolest part about it. Let's see here. Micah is saying you are lucky that you get to go on Star Cruiser, and I agree.
I'm so excited.
I'm envious too. I get to go.
Yeah, Evan's not coming with me on this one. I'm flying. Well, not solo. I'm going to be there with our agency owner and 2 other agents. But we're super excited.
It's going to be awesome. So I expect to see many videos about that on the channel. All right. So, Ginger, before we move on, real quick, would you? Well, obviously, we think the 2 best rides are Rise of Resistance, Smuggler's Run, but do you understand and see why Rise of Resistance and Sleeky Dog have been voted the 2 best rides? And
yeah, I do, because Toy Story Land and Galaxy's Edge, I think, are the 2 most popular parts of that park, and Rise of the Resistance and Slinky Dog are the 2 most important, or not most important, but most popular rides in those 2 areas. So that doesn't surprise me at all. And I think that this is going to be a really close matchup. Like I really think that this one might come down to just a couple of votes.
Yep. I mean, you're definitely got appealing to 2 different audiences there. So that'll be good. That'll be a good matchup. Okay. So the Sweet 16 in Epcot. Soarin against Spaceship Earth. And this one was also not close at all. Soarin blew that one away. 90% to 10%. This was actually the largest margin of victory in the Sweet 16 and all of the parks in the Sweet 16.
Well, and 2, Soarin is one of the only rides I've ever been on where at the end of it, people applaud. You know what I mean? Like, it's just because it's
every time they do.
Every time. And it's not just a ride, it's an experience. It's you've got the sensory experience, because you feel like you're flying, you're seeing this beautiful scenery, but you also are smelling the dirt from the savannah in Africa when the elephants are running, and you're smelling this beautiful jasmine at the Taj Mahal and all kinds of things. So, it's a very sensory experience, very cool ride. Love that one. Parker Show, yeah, I totally agree. She said, I love Soarin'. It's not a Disney trip without Soarin'. And I can completely agree. I feel that way too. If I haven't gotten the opportunity to ride that at Epcot, I'm like, we can't leave until we ride Soarin'. That's our ride. So Spaceship Earth is fun. That has some of the sensory stuff too. Like, you can smell Rome burning when you're riding Spaceship Earth, and that's really cool. But I think it's more nostalgia with Spaceship Earth than it really is the actual ride itself. And so if you're not someone who maybe grew up with vintage Epcot, you might not care so much about the nostalgia element of it, and Soarin', in my opinion, is just a better ride. So I think a lot of you agree, obviously.
Now this next one, oh buddy. So we had our first one of these this year in this next one. And Remy's Ratatouille Adventure and Frozen Ever After ended in a tie. So here's what we did. Our kids did not get to vote this year for any of them. And so we asked them, since it ended in a tie, and I was tabulating the results about 40 minutes ago. We asked them, which one do you think is a better ride? And I thought our daughter would say Frozen and our son would say Remy's, but they didn't. They both said Remy's. And so since both of them said Remy's marches on.
And that really surprised me too. Our daughter loves Frozen. I mean, she is a huge Frozen fan and has been since she was like 1 or 2. I mean, she's always loved that movie. So for her to pick Remy, I was like, that's pretty impressive that she, betrayed Elsa to just go with Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, but she did.
Let's see, somebody. The Parker Show didn't agree with that one. Oh, that's pretty good. They said they let it go. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I think they were shocked that our daughter went against Frozen as well. So, if somebody were to say, what are the two best rides in Epcot? I mean, these would probably be two of the ones that people picked, honestly, if not the two. So I understand, but it shows just how good both Frozen Ever After and Remy's Ratatouille Adventure are that they tied. Um, oh, Micah made a good point. She said, "I feel like my kids would probably vote for Remy too. They loved it, and they're also huge Frozen fans." I mean, it's a really cool little ride. I mean, it's got the same trackless technology that Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway does. So it's a cool little ride. All right, so that's the Elite Eight out of the Epcot bracket. So now, oh, Micah just asked her kids and they agreed. Yeah. All right, so in Animal Kingdom, we've got Flight of Passage versus Kilimanjaro Safaris. Both awesome rides, but it's kind of not fair to put Kilimanjaro Safaris up against Flight of Passage because Flight of Passage definitely won that one by a good little margin, 71% to 29%. That was a pretty decent little margin there.
Yeah, that one will move on to the final four. I'm pretty confident. It's a great ride and it's very immersive.
Sorry, I was muted. Now this next one, this one kind of surprised me, the results. I was expecting this to be really fairly close. It was not at all. Expedition Everest just blew it out of the water, 77% to 23%. So that one wasn't close at all. And you know what? If you were to ask somebody where the two best rides in Animal Kingdom, I guarantee you these are the two they're probably going to say. I mean, this is by far and away probably the two most popular rides in Animal Kingdom. So that doesn't surprise me at all. All right, our last bracket, the Magic Kingdom. Let me get the other results off of there. There we go. All right. First matchup, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train against Haunted Mansion. Guys, one vote was the difference in this. One vote. And Seven Dwarfs barely edged out Haunted Mansion. One vote was the difference. That was it. Just one vote.
And I'll be honest with you, I was really surprised by that because I love both these rides, but I like Seven Dwarfs a whole lot better. So for it to be that close, I was like, wow, that's some love for Haunted Mansion for sure.
Yeah, the Parker show said Haunted Mansion. You were not alone in that Parker show. You were not alone. Micah said that was such a hard choice. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I mean, it's iconic. You know, icon. I was debating between icon status and iconic. And it came out something different. I don't know. Icon status of Haunted Mansion. I mean, that's an original. You know, that's like one of the first ever rides. So I get it, man. But I did think it would be a little bit more one sided than that. But well, I was wrong. One vote separated them.
And notice you're still repping your People Mover hat. Is that out of okay? You're going to stand by it to the bitter end, huh?
I mean, I would have had it moving on to face Seven Dwarfs, but I would have had Seven Dwarfs beating the People Mover. But it is a pretty sweet ride. I'm just being honest. So our last matchup of the Sweet 16, Space Mountain versus Big Thunder Mountain. The two mountains in Magic Kingdom here. And it was close. Only 4 votes separated them. That's it. Just 4 votes. And Big Thunder won. It was super close. Like I said, 4 votes was the difference, 57% to 43%. And you know what? I think these are by far, in my humble opinion, I think these are by far and away the two best rides in Magic Kingdom. So I think you all nailed it on this. I think that is absolutely the two best rides there.
Yeah, and that'll be a really interesting matchup because Big Thunder is also iconic. You know, it's one of the oldest rides in that park, and Seven Dwarfs Mine Train is a fairly new addition. So I wonder how much of a role the nostalgia element will play in people's choice. Because honestly, I love them both, but of the two, my pick would probably be Big Thunder. Honestly, I love them both and would ride either one of them anytime you ask me to. But I think that Big Thunder edges out Seven Dwarfs for me just a little bit. Ev, what do you think? Would you agree?
The Parker Show liked that one. They're like, yeah. um, yeah, we were actually talking about this earlier, and I think my overall favorite ride in all of Disney World would be Rise of the Resistance. But my second favorite ride in all of Disney World might just be Big Thunder. I mean, like I really enjoy that one. Seven Dwarfs would be probably a very close third because I love the Dwarfs. Doc is my favorite, and that I love the part of the ride where you're in the mine. I love that. Micah said they're both great. Felt similar to me. Feels like Thunder is Dwarf's big brother. I'm with you, Ginger. Yeah, I get that. I totally understand. That's a good analogy.
Yeah, it's definitely slightly more intense than Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Seven Dwarfs is probably a good next step after you've let your kids ride the Barnstormer and they're ready for something a little bit more intense. Then I would do Seven Dwarfs next, and then Big Thunder, and then probably move over to Space Mountain last, just because there's the mystery element of Space Mountain. You can't see where you're going, so you can't mentally prepare yourself for twists and turns and stuff like that.
So as you look at the whole bracket, and we look at our Elite Eight here, out of Hollywood Studios, we've got Rise of the Resistance and Slinky Dog Dash. I wonder if I do like this, well, then you can't see the bottom, so we'll go back the way it was. Out of Hollywood Studios, you got Rise of the Resistance, Slinky Dog Dash. I don't think anybody can argue with that. In Animal Kingdom, you got Flight of Passage, Expedition Everest. I don't think anybody could argue with that. Out of Epcot, you got Soarin' and Remy's Ratatouille, and the only argument there would be, man, it's so close between Remy's and Frozen. But I mean, once again, those are two really good options out of Epcot. And then out of Magic Kingdom, you got Seven Dwarfs Mine Train and Big Thunder Mountain. Nobody's going to argue with that. And so I think this is a perfect Elite Eight. I would be fascinated to see next year if the Guardians of the Galaxy ride in Epcot is open and Tron is open. You got to wonder if they would be on this. Tron looks absolutely amazing. I'm so excited for that. I'm so excited for both of them. But I think you all have done a phenomenal job. This is a really, really good Elite Eight. And quite honestly, these are going to be some really close matchups, all of them. All of them. This is going to be really, really good. So
hold on real quickly. I want to make a prediction. Okay. I want to make a prediction of how I think it's going to go. I think we're going to, for our final four, I think we're going to see it be Rise of the Resistance, Soarin', Flight of Passage, and Big Thunder. So we'll see. We'll see if I end up being right, but that's how I'm calling it. Evan, how are you calling it?
I really don't know because the Rise of the Resistance thing, if people aren't Star Wars fans, then they're probably not going to vote for that. They're probably going to vote for Slinky Dog. I think Flight of Passage is going to be Expedition Everest, but I don't want to sway anybody's votes either. I don't see Remy's beating Soarin'. But that Magic Kingdom one, man, that's going to be so close. That is going to be close. And I thought about this as I was calculating the results. All of the two seeds lost except Big Thunder. That was the only two seed that advanced. All the other two seeds lost. So we have a 1 versus a 3 seed in every region except Magic Kingdom, and that was a 1 versus a 2 seed. So This is fun, man. This is a lot of fun, and I'm so thankful for you guys who chime in and talk with us while we're doing this. That makes it even more fun. So I love this, and my understanding is you will vote for the Elite Eight this Sunday. And so this Sunday you'll vote. We'll calculate the results probably late Sunday night, and on Monday, which is the 28th, is that right? Okay, so on the Monday, the 28th at 9 p.m., we'll go live and reveal the final four. And then you'll vote on the final four Tuesday. And then we'll figure out when we're going to do the championship from there.
Yeah. And the reason why we're waiting until Sunday to vote on the next round is because we're going to be out of town for the next couple of days. So we're traveling down to Orlando. Actually, we're going to be spending a little time at Legoland. We're going to check out the new Peppa Pig park. Our kids have been asking to do Legoland for a while, so we're finally going to do it. And then we're also going to spend a little bit of time staying at Animal Kingdom Lodge, which we've never stayed at before. So we're going to film some resort tours while we're down there and eat at a couple of cool restaurants and just have a little bit of fun on a short weekend trip. So we will be coming back, in a few days. So we're going to take a couple of days off from this to enjoy some time with our kiddos. But I will be, posting on my social media channels. So definitely check out Instagram and Facebook. That's probably where I'm going to post most things. And we'll have some reels and some stories and some different posts and stuff like that for you to follow along with while we travel. But we really appreciate you guys joining us tonight. And we hope that you'll vote with us again on Sunday, and we'll see you again Monday night. Bye, everybody.
And actually, before we go,
you're muted.
Real quick, before we go, Ginger mentioned check out our social channels.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there you go.
Here they are.
Look at you.
Here. I'll make her full screen so you can see them there. That's how you can follow along right there.
There you go. And he's always prepared.
I just had one. Oh, the Parker Show said goodbye. It's good to see you guys again. Michael, we appreciate you chiming in and joining us too. That's awesome. We appreciate you. And so we will see you guys soon.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put myself back on the screen real quick, even though you probably don't want to see me. There you go. So it was great to see everybody tonight, and we look forward to seeing everybody on Monday night, but make sure to vote on Sunday.
Yeah. All right. Bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.